Warning, it is a boy to boy story. This video is made for entertainment purpose only. If you don't like shipping, then you can skip this video. And if you don't like my voice, please mute the video. At this point, they had no idea what he was doing. He was sitting in English with Yoongi and his other friend Sophie, who were writing about something intellectual. Their thoughts were too completely clouded with thoughts of stupid Jungkook. I hate Macbeth in this passage, said Sophie while pushing back the loose strands of her hair that fell in front of her face as she walked. You know who I hate? Asked they. Jungkook. Sophie and Yoongi said in unison. Yeah, how would you guys know? Who doesn't know? You talk about him all the time, said Sophie. No, I don't. I have better things to talk about than that, dickhead, said Sophie and Yoongi once again in unison. They decided to just be quiet now. There was no way they were right, as if they would ever waste his breath on Jungkook. Well, technically he did just a minute ago, but that was different. You only hate him because he is your polar opposite, said Sophie. He got blonde hair, you have black. He is popular with girls and he is smart, and he is good looking too. She was getting this dreamy gaze in her eyes as if she was picturing that Jungkook was in the room right now. They didn't understand the obsession. Hey, I'm all of those things too. Basically, he is just better than you, man. Yoongi teased. Anybody else said that and they would have take them, but it was Yoongi. Who is better than my son? Asked Mr. Kim Namjoon. His father had been the school English teacher for about 4 years now. He was the main reason they could write a perfect English essay without thinking too hard about it. His father had drilled it into him. Jin Jungkook, replied Sophie, giving his dad a polite smile. Now he is a fantastic student, incredibly intelligent and has amazing manners to boot. You should take a page out of his book, they. Like hell I will, shouted they. The very idea of acting like that stupid blondie made him feel physically ill. Language, said Mr. Namjoon as he walked away to help somebody else. Do you still hate Jungkook because of the whole Zona incident? You know that isn't really his fault, said Sophie. Wasn't his fault? Then whose fault it is? Is it my fault that he slept with her while we were dating? Thinking about John incident always made his heart ache and brought up feelings he would rather keep buried. I'm just saying that it's been at least a couple of weeks since it happened, so maybe. She paused before carefully saying, maybe it's time to get over it. Get over it. How could he? Jonah had been his first love and oh how he loved her. He still remembered doing anything for Jonah. He would sneak out of his house to meet Jonah whenever she wanted. He would buy her whatever the gifts she wanted. He would do anything to keep her happy. But then Jungkook came along and ruined everything. If Jungkook had just kept his hormones in control, then he would still be with Jonah. Listen, they said, I used to think Jungkook was a pretty alright guy too. But when you see him flirting with your girlfriend, to then making out with her, to catching him sleeping with her, then trust me, you would change your mind about him too. Sophie had never quite fully understood the situation with Jungkook and Joanna. They had never told anyone how much he was hurt by it. It was embarrassing to admit. Even now his vision began to blur as tears pricked at his eyes. I'm going to the toilet, he said quietly. Are you alright, man? Asked Yoongi. Yeah, just gotta take a leak. He got up from his seat after being excused by his dad and walked down the hallway. It was lined with blue lockers that were covered in scratches and dents. He tried counting how many he passed to try and calm himself down, but eventually his thoughts took over. He hated Janku for Joanna instant. He really hated him. Everyone believed that he was some sort of saint that could do no wrong, but they had learned firsthand that that wasn't true. He was an inconsiderate asshole who never thought others' feelings. So why did he do that with him in the shower this morning? Was it some sort of revenge? Revenge. That could be it. Make the heartbreaker the heartbroken. Jungkook never thought about Tae's feelings before. Maybe it's time he did the same. His scheming was interrupted as he walked full force into someone else while rounding the corner. At first, he thought he would slam into a moving brick wall. The person was so solid. The person dropped a bunch of textbooks, and of course, one of said textbooks found its way under Tae's foot and he fell on his ass. He looked up to the person and grimaced. "You are not going to apologize for bumping into me, dickhead." Jungkook just stared down at him with his perfect brown eyes. "Sorry." He continued to stare like he was under some sort of hypnosis. It was strange to say, but they almost felt weak under his intense gaze. Eventually, Jungkook broke out of it. "Hold up, you're the one who wasn't looking where you are going. You apologized to me." "Like hell, I will." "Do you need a hand?" Jungkook stretched his hand to help Tae, but he just swatted it away like it was an irritating mosquito. "I don't need help from you. I'm perfectly capable." He stood up and tried not to wince from the pain from his hands, never breaking eye contact with Jungkook as he did. It caused him to remember this morning. Heat rose to his cheeks. He began to pick up the textbook so that Jungkook couldn't see his face. He couldn't show his weakness to the enemy. "Oh, thanks," Jungkook said. His tone gave away how genuinely shocked he was that they was helping him. "I can be nice when I want to be." "Was that this morning being nice?" Jungkook questioned. They dropped the textbook again in surprise. How could he just bring up so easily? Has he no shame? Of course, he doesn't feel ashamed of it, they thought. He's a fuckboy. I bet he is too doing things like that. "I don't know why you are complaining. By the way, you were moaning. It seemed like you were enjoying it," they stated. Jungkook didn't reply. They glanced at him just to make sure he hadn't walked away and left Tae to clear up the books by himself. He was wearing a black v-neck and some pretty tight fitting jeans. How is he wearing those jeans with the size of his? How does he fit in there? Jungkook was just smiling to himself. Why was he smiling? Was he making fun of Tae and he just hadn't realized it yet? He stood up and had an epiphany of sorts. "I can't change what I did this morning, so I may as well show him what temptation is made of." Without giving a chance to Jungkook, he pushed him against the lockers and kissed him aggressively. This time Jungkook wasn't stunned for that long and began to kiss him back. He tried to change the position. Situation. He wanted to continue, make him more of a mess, for revenge. Everyone would come screaming out the platform. "See you later, swag," they said. He walked away, leaving Jungkook. Taeju, Jungkook 0. After that, he went to the cafeteria and sat with Sophie and Yoongi. "Where did you go for so long?" asked Sophie. "Told you, nature was calling," they replied. "Nature must have been screaming. You are gone for ages." I'm going to go grab some food. Hurry up, they are serving your favorite dessert today. It's Nutella Crepe Day. They sprinted to the lunch queue. The crepes were a school favorite, so if he wasn't quick, they would all be gone. He rushed through getting his main course. When he got to the dessert bit, there was only one crepe left. He quickly reached out for it, but someone pulled him back. A big muscle arm draped across his shoulders. Let go, Jungkook, they yelled. Jungkook looked down at him and smirked. Oh, that's so sweet of you to save me the last crepe. Who is saving you the last crepe? They stepped forward for it, but Jungkook pulled him back and took it. Thanks so much, Tae. I always knew you liked me really. He winked at Tae and gave him a final mischievous smile as he walked away. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. Tae fumed as he came back to the table. What happened, man? No more crepes left? Asked Yoongi. Oh, no, there was one crepe left. Count it one. And I was about to get it when Jungkook stole it from me. Oh, that's rough. Oh well, life goes on. Yoongi said. He would never be one to give a fuck about anything. You were talking with Jungkook? Asked Sophie. Her cheeks became red all of a sudden. Yep, and he did nothing but prove to me what a dick he is. I still don't think he's that much of a dick. I think he's kinda nice. She fiddled with a loose strands of hair. Nice? Sophie, you got fever or something? You know what? Never mind. Let me get you some glasses so that you can see through his bullshit. He's not a good guy, Soph. Especially to me. But it's fine because I'm going to get my revenge. Revenge? What are you on about now? Sophie asked. Don't ask him that. He will just encourage him. Are you going on a football training camp this weekend? Interrupted Yoongi, the king of changing topics to what he wants to talk about. His shining skin looked really good in the cafeteria lighting. They used to tell him that he would quit school and become model, but Yoongi always replied with, "It's too much effort." I don't know, it's really not my thing, they admitted. He wasn't into residential or camping. In fact, he hated them and always wanted to avoid them if he could. I'm being forced to go by my parents, and I'm not going to actually like the team for entire weekend just because I don't have you to talk to. You are coming, that's final. Plus, I told your dad about it, and he thinks it's a good idea for you to go. He paused and pulled up a crumpled up letter from his bag. Apparently, we have to share rooms of 4, so we 2 other guys to join us. I will see you guys there too. The cheerleading camp is happening at the same place, said Sophie. I will go, but only if you keep Jungkook as far away from me as physically possible, they said. I will try, man, but he is the captain, so you can't say that far away from him. Yoongi replied, putting the paper back in his bag. Being stuck with Jungkook all weekend was going to suck. But in the meantime, Operation Revenge was a go, they thought.